cause of death. Is it a body that you, how many times have you not gone to the morgue? Grexy, when you went to check that body, that they came out and said that there was no scratch, but you were the one that observed the body. You know what I'm saying? Now, ever since then, how many times have people gone to the morgue to check that body, to ensure the state of the body? A body you are not checking, you are not seeing, you don't understand to see, is it being kept properly? How is it being, what chemicals, formalin or whatever was put there, what kind of chemicals have they poured in? Why are you now wanting a miracle from a body that you don't have access to? So when Anne now talks, you say, oh, Anne has seen, I am seeing result as what? As I'm the one who was paying money, who was dishing the funds? You didn't check this body. You only been there when the first time. You don't even have the post-mortem pictures of the first autopsy the government when they exhumed the body. So how are you now sure that all the organs in that body are okay? Yeah, all of you people that talk that you're talking, how many times were we on the call? Me, you, Bayo, and the rest of them on the call with Ojumosu, trying to find out, sir, what is the update? What's going to go on with the autopsy? How are they going to do it? And he couldn't tell us anything. Are you all fucking mad? You wake up now and then you are like, oh, it's Anne's girlfriend. Oh, you don't remember the calls we had with Muyiwa? On the calls we used to have 6-7 hours. You don't remember that? You don't remember the group call critical thinkers used to do with Ojumosu on the phone, trying to ask him to know, and then he will say, oh, pathologist has not told him this. Okay, the specimen to move the containers. When they're trying to move that specimen, how many times did I call Mr. Dumas? You people on the call, and I was like, okay, sir, what's going on with the specimen? They're trying to get containers to move it. And they had to find, we now said, oh, sir, okay, now said, maybe DHL, you think of anything they could find. They now said they were going to use DHL. Who paid for the translation of that specimen? Who paid for it? Who paid for it? Did Muyiwa bring out money from GoFundMe to pay? Did he bring out? Or physical thinkers that had to bring to get Naira and send it to the person? Did you send it to Ojumosu's account or Anna Sukwa's account? Did you? I keep quiet and go about my business and come into TikTok every now and then and pass. You think you can just open your gobshite mouth and start talking crap? Don't poke me. Don't.
Please don't.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. If you feel, it's very simple, Naimoli. If you guys feel that the result, that Anne has seen result, it does not change anything about the outcome of the result. If the body is decayed, it is fucking decayed. Understand that?
Sorry, if the body is decayed,
so if the body is decayed, hold on, let me just finish. Now, and let's even bring logic here. Let's leave emotion. Let's go in logic here.
Say the body was decayed. So if Odumosu, so if they all knew this, why even pay somebody to go do autopsy?
At the end of the day, listen, hold on. I'm talking from just like, okay, as a normal person who hasn't had access to that body, and just using logic to say that, okay, you saw body one time, right? The first time where they had QA, they said, also said that the body, there was no mark on it. That's the last time you saw the body. When last you go and see when last you go and check the corpse? How are you sure that body was preserved properly? What is his name? What's that man that's in Abuja? Whatever's his name, God help me, Brekete. Did he not say that he heard the body was getting rotten? Did he not say that? So now, hold on, no, let's engage, let's leave emotion, let's engage logic here. So now, that body, if it's not preserved properly, right? You are going. Now go and Google. When somebody dies, how long does it take before the body starts, if it's not preserved, how the organs start, even the brain? How long does it take for the brain to liquefy?
Decomposition starts.
Thank you. So now if I came out and said on what's the name? Yekudi's platform, I said, you know what? Going by, and anybody can go and get access to that recording. And I said, going by this, forget the fact that I read the press statement of Odumosu, whatever issues he had then. Forget that. But just my own analysis. Don't you have a head? Can't you engage your brain for a second? To say that, okay, and I was saying, if you go by NMS lab, that all of us were brainstorming, all this NMS lab that we're running, they said they want to go to NMS lab, that we're even brainstorming with that, we were reading now, that was pointing out the point to say, this is how much they found. Acetaminophen was this, 0 point something kg, they needed GCM. If we did all of that, how is it now that I now make my own analysis, say, okay, you know what, I think based on that, I don't expect anything. You now say, Anne is Odumosu's secretary that you employ, that you are paying. Right? That you employed, that you're paying, so that he's paying me as a secretary. When I used to brainstorm with Muyiwa, I wasn't a secretary. When I came out to read letters, Naimoni, please allow me, okay? When I came out and I was reading stuff for Yinka and the rest of them that I was being bashed, I wasn't a secretary. I wasn't Muyiwa's, I was not, you couldn't bash me then because I was on the right camp. So because I said, you know what, I'm going to step out. That's when you cannot come and say, oh, you know what? Oh, Anne, you are Dumosu's secretary. Maybe you should even put it properly. I am his girlfriend. Say that, man, because that's exactly what you would like to say. Whereas you used to be on the same calls when we used to call this Odumosu guy. You used to be on the calls. You want me to show call log? I will bring you on your call. All you are mad, Abby. People are mad. Let me show you the call log of all the calls we used to make call to Odumosu. You are talking nonsense. You're opening your mouth now. Now you want just because you had a result that you haven't gotten what you expected, which to me is not a surprise. If the government had that body you didn't have access to, you don't have post-mortem pictures, you were not going in to check that body to see the state of it, to say, okay, is it preserved, whatever, I would not expect anything. That's why I'm not surprised.
And to their own...
That's why I'm not surprised.
And if you're saying all that, though, this...
I can't hear you. It's breaking up, man.
Who's muting me? So what I was going to say.
She still
let me just add one thing now.
The fool laughing in the comment section. You are laughing. You want me to mention your name by yours. So you want to tell me you don't know about how they transported the sample via DHL. Come and tell the whole world that you didn't know how they transported that sample.
No, what I was going to say was, even if you go inspect the body, only a doctor they can't really, the family can say, oh, it won't come to nothing because they're not doctors. They don't have they don't have the medical background to decide what can be found or not. So you can't really blame checking body. Even if they were checking the body, they won't be able to come to that conclusion because they're not doctors. So I just want to clarify that part.
Whatever. At the end of the day, they're not doctors, but when they go, if they went to the morgue to check the morgue, the morticians will tell them whatever, and they've got physical eyes to look at the body and say, okay, it's been preserved, it looks good.
Anne, hold on, please.
Fuck's sake.
Please, hold on.
Sorry, I'm not swearing. You're just pissed off. Yeah.
Sorry. If the body is rotting, there's a way they can do the DNA, the autopsy, by using this thing, what they call it, this bone, this joint bone, what they call it,
bone marrow.
No,
let's say the bone.
Yeah, the bone marrow. They should have used bone marrow. It's expensive though. It's expensive too, but they should have done that.
When we were discussing, when we were brainstorming with these people, with all these lots that are talking shite now, I remember having on that call with Muyiwa, I was asking, I said, sir, can they not fly the body? Oh, that's something about either it's too expensive or it wasn't possible. They will not, if they want to lie on them. See, when people are saying shite, yeah, bring out a Bible and come and swear in broad daylight that you never heard when we used to brainstorm and say, oh, can they not fly the body? And what was the response we got? That you are now, today now, you now come out and you are trying to act as if, you know my point, I don't even have a problem with the shite they're saying, but it's the fact that they're trying to act as if, you know what, they don't know anything about it. Even the one cat that's in the comment section is acting as if he doesn't know about the DHL that they were talking about how to get the samples to transport the samples. But when you are talking outside, you pick some bits. You mention A, you leave B. You don't mention the C part. You don't mention the parts that involve you. You are acting as if I don't only know about this pathologist, Mr. Muyiwa didn't know about it. Are you crazy? Don't you have that conscience to say, you know what, I need sometimes when I'm speaking, let me have the fear of God in there. Okay, now very simple question, Naimoni. The fact that the funds, which Odumosu has said, and none of them can counter the fact that they didn't pay any funds to Odumosu. The question is, Muyiwa, you were the one paying funds, so who are you paying funds to? People that you were not in contact with. But do you want to say that you don't know how they got money for DHL to transport the sample? Come and answer me on this platform. Come and say it.
And
you guys are high on crack or what?
And hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, no.
You don't come out here. You don't come out here.
Sniper said he has a question. You know, he has been calling for.
You will soon answer. You now come out and then you are now saying what is not true. You're coming out now to try to make it look as if, okay, you know what? Bookie just said, oh, the sample wasn't said. Whereas you guys, you paid, you were involved in the payment of the money. DHL to send those samples. So whoever paid, even the lady that I will not mention her name, that was the one that gave the first payments according to what we heard. Did they not give her risk? Which bank did she pay to? Okay, you paid for DHL. That pathologist was accessible to Mr. Muiwa. Could you not ask for the tracking number? So that at least you are sure of where it's sent. You knew very well whether you, Bayo, and all of you, York Daddy, you know the country that autopsy was sent. Are you mad? Or toxicology was? Are you guys crazy? You're not acting as if you don't do anything. What's all that for? Just because you so Dumosu is not working with you guys anymore. That's fine. People can part ways. But don't start saying shite. Say the truth that you know. Mr. Muiwa is well aware of every step that this pathologist was taking. Dumosu guy. We that were in supposed critical thinkers or critical wankers, if I like to call them, we only knew the bits when we used to call and try to ask, sir, how far have you guys sent it, sir? What's going on? When are we expecting? They will tell us, okay, wait this way. That's all. If package is here, he will confirm the same thing. You come out now, you are coming to, just because you want to bamboozle the public and act like, oh, you know what, no, I don't know, just to lay somebody else as a scapegoat, you start saying shite. I have one question for you people. Come and tell me that you don't know about the DHL transaction. Come out and tell me that we never used to have call with Odumosu where we are asking to say, sir, how far? And we hope they are going to take this. We hope they're going to take good samples. All of those questions. Come on to tell me that there are no good calls to prove that. And let me fuck your asses right here on this call. You know me, I don't have time for nonsense. I will open my phone now and show you the call log. You're fucking mad. You're talking shite.
So don't ask a question now. You don't add me now, because this anger.
You guys are coming to say shite, and you're coming to say crap. No, my darling, my guy, hold on. I will come to just let me make a flow. You are not coming out to say shite. Or you want to bring out your WhatsApp chat and show the whole world the chats that you have there. So that the whole world can see, or the chat you used to say, should we put a call? Should we bring out critical thinkers chat for the whole world to see? So how do you now come out and start saying, okay, Anne has seen, well, you know I haven't seen the result. From where? Huh? From where? You said the shite about my daughter saying she was autistic, all of that crap. That's past. I've let that go. I've mind my business. I've moved on. Mind my own business. You're still dragging my name into mess. I'm happy Odumosu has answered you guys now. And as you people say, I'm not the secretary that ready today. Somebody else ready. So that you not say, oh, it's Anne. Don't worry. That pathologist, I'm sure if he ever hears about it, I'm sure they will let him know. He will answer you guys accordingly. You will now know. But for you, York Daddy, if it's sure for you, come and petition me in the UK. Can you say answer autopsy? Come and petition me in the UK. Make I know if they smoke it, go, I be they smoke banner. Man, no. Oh yeah, continue. Ask question he wants.
All right.
The question is that. Sorry, engineer.
No, wait. MLH, wait. Now, the sniper maker come here. He needed to ask question. Please, wait.
So she's cleared one part of the question, because obviously, I'm not going to say allegedly, because Bukky actually said you had seen the results. I wanted to ask you if you actually saw that result, because she said what you said was exactly what the results came out with. But you've cleared that bit now. We've all heard it, and that's calm. Now, from listening to some of the things you've said now, you made some points, like obviously you were expecting the result to come out this way based on the fact that they did not do the necessary things they were supposed to do before they sent out the samples. They didn't check the body, stuff like that. But you and some people were in contact with Odumosu. Did you guys suggest all of these things to Odumosu? If you knew that this result was going to come out the same, why did you still, or I'm not going to say, I don't want to use why did you still, but did you try to persuade Odumosu not to go on with this result, knowing the fact that it's still going to come out the same? Why then make them waste money to go do it? Based on your own observation, as per you speak to Odumosu and some of the people you talk to speak to Odumosu as well, did you chip in this idea of yours, like suggesting to them that, you know what, if we do this thing, it's going to come out the same. Why should we then do it? Do you get me?
Oh, yeah, I get your question. So let me answer. First things first. First things first, sniper. Yeah, that's a good question. First things first. When we're brainstorming for this autopsy, which the critical thinkers then, now critical wankers, were there, when we were brainstorming for this, we used to ask questions. Okay, so they're going to send the samples here. What part are they going to send? We didn't know about, I didn't know what samples they were going to send. When I'm talking about saying that they didn't do the process, I mean first things first. The first time when they exhumed this body, they exhumed the corpse. Mr. Joseph Aloba was supposed to have a representative there, his own pathologist or a doctor. You get your post-mortem pictures, you see the body, the state. That's number one. You didn't. I remember, Grexy cannot say I never asked him. That's even how I even got in contact with them. Long time. I was asking and saying, you guys take the photo. I remember there's a guy on TikTok, one highlight photographer. Remember, if I don't get the name properly, I shared the contact. I said, I've seen the video. This guy took a video the day Mohbad was exhumed. Why don't you guys follow him up and see if you can get access to those photos? Dead end. Didn't hear anything further. Right. Second point. Odumosu, we heard on QH radio. I wasn't there. I didn't watch the live show. But they were saying that they asked him questions and he said there was no scratch on the body. Simple question. Who went to that morgue? Odumosu is in the UK. So obviously he didn't go to the morgue. Who had access to that morgue or the letter of authorization to visit that corpse in the morgue? Please, Nehimolo, the sniper, answer me. Okay, the sniper, answer me. Who has access to that?
So repeat.
Obviously a member of his family.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Thank you. You're following my train of thought.
But one of them, yeah.
Right. So they had access. When they came out to say there was no scratch on the body, that was somebody who had that access, who has seen that body. Grexy had seen the body and said there was no scratch on the body. Now, after then, did you guys go to see that corpse? That's my third question. Fourth, when Brekete said he heard the body's decay, did you go to the morgue to check the body? Right. When the court, fifth, when they got this order from the court to say, okay, we have granted access, the procedure was Baba Mohbad's lawyer or their pathologist there, was Wunmi's people not there? Of course they were there when samples were taken. So didn't they see the state of that body then? So is it Anne that's in the UK that has to now determine to say, you know what, oh, the body is good? I'm not a pathologist, that's not my area of expertise.
Wait, Anne,
hold on, let me finish. Let me get my thoughts together.
Oh, God.
Hold on. So, I don't have that expertise. But when we're brainstorming, simple questions we asked was, sir, we hope we're taking the right samples. That is why the sniper, I mentioned about saying, is it not possible for them to fly the cops? And they said it's not possible. Hands off. Now, what samples were taken? I have no fucking clue. But obviously, a pathologist who knows his onions would know the samples to take.
I want you to be in form of conversation, right? I want you to be in form of conversation because I'm going to forget a lot of things from what you said, right?
Well, I hope you have forgotten the questions answered
from what you said, right? So, I believe this was a group that you guys talk, yeah, and you guys chipping ideas.
Yes.
So did you at any point ask them if they've gone to check the body? Were you sure they checked the body or they didn't check the body?
My darling, I just mentioned to you, I did. We used to ask them long time. I did. Now the pathologist is going to go and take samples. They saw the corpse. If they feel that it's a dead body, they know what to take. They know what to take. I'm not the one to say, oh, that part you're taking is not good. And honest to God, that's why I find it baffling for them to think, okay, you know what? Oh, you saw the result. How? When they went to take the samples, the night they went to take the samples, however they came to DHL transportation, was I there? This DHL thing, Bayo, do you not mention to us? See, don't put, my God. See,
this is the problem from the way you're speaking, right? And sorry, Miss Coco, 1 second. I'll mute you. Yeah, from the way you're speaking, it's like there are a lot of things that you're keeping, right? Because every time you keep saying, Bayo, you want me to, and I don't think that is helping this issue. If you guys are still keeping stuff, you get, but I don't want to really talk about
but you know what, my darling. See, it's not like I'm reserving stuff, because to me, just for my profession in HR, there's some things you don't just talk like that, right? But if it comes to the point where somebody is trying to say, okay, they're trying to malign your name or say you did this, then you've done something you've not, then okay. But even then, there's still decorum, because I'm just wanting that since that he's playing some stupid games, let me throw those questions at them so they will not have to shoot themselves in the foot by bringing that fact out. Okay. It's very simple. Anybody who's heard me today, the sniper, is a very simple question I asked. I said, let them come and say that they were not aware about the transportation of the sample from the DHL. Come and say it now. Let him come to this platform and answer me.
Wait, and hold on. So you're saying that you're sure the samples were taken out of the country? Is that what you're saying?
They were taken out of this country, say. Not be mouth, they were.
Right. But you don't know the country, do you?
Let them come and tell you themselves. The critical wankers, let them answer you.
Okay, all right. So we've got someone that knows that 100% the samples were taken out of the country.
They took the samples because they paid the sniper. They paid.
Okay, all right, that's calm. Let me ask all the questions, so I can let other people speak. Now, we've seen a press release today where they spoke about the toxicology being free, right? And I remember there was a time when Barrister Odumosu came to Arifa's platform. I listened to bits and pieces, right? But there was no time in that conversation where you mentioned toxicology being free. So how is he now changing it and say, oh, toxicology is free? It never is like...
Obviously, let me answer you, my darling, because I can pick your thoughts quickly, yeah? Obviously, they had pushed him to the point where if you're maligning his name, he felt, okay, fair enough, because you're trying to sound as if because Bukky just said that, oh, Odumosu connived with pathologist, he's the one that ate GoFundMe. So the man will have to say the truth. Now, the pathologist, I expect that the pathologist should be able to answer. Should come out, and if he hears any of this crap they're saying, and then when they cross-examine him, they should put those questions to him. He would answer. And also, I'm sure he should be able to have access to this crap that they are saying on social media. Whenever they ever gets to hear it, I'm sure he would answer them. Because maybe that information, he didn't want to bring it out there. But since they poked him, then he had to say it. Because you are trying to say that, okay, he ate all the whole money, The question is, him saying that Muyiwa was involved in the negotiation or was the one negotiating the funds. Doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that say something right there? That Muyiwa was the one that negotiated with the pathologist. And so, okay, he now said, this is how much I want to collect to yada, yada, yada. Muyiwa, let me bring on that point here. Muyiwa, was there not a time where they were saying in our group meetings that, oh, they keep trying to ask different pathologists and most of them kept declining? Okay, so these pathologists that they got, what is the man's pedigree? Everybody has LinkedIn. Why don't you go and check him up? Whoever is the man. Me, I was even thinking, I thought he's even a Yoruba man. I didn't know that he was an Igbo man. I don't even know the man's name until when I heard the man's name, when they are mentioning the name. I didn't know his name. So if you want to check the pedigree,
wait, Anne, please, sorry, my dear, please. I'm going to drop, right? Bayo is disagreeing with a lot of things you're saying, and I want you guys to have
Bayo, come out here and tell the world.
Please,
hold on. Let me drop. Let me drop. You don't know. I don't want you to. Come out and tell the world on this platform that you don't know about the transportation of DHL of those samples.
Bayo, come up. Olodo, we're white everywhere, idiots. Come up.
Come and say that you don't know about the transportation.
You don't understand. These people are like, they're making people angry.
We don't want to you don't know. Hold on, Anne. Are you sure if it comes up, it's not going to turn rowdy? Like,
no, the question is not if it comes. It's very simple. If he says he doesn't know about it, let him come and say that he might hear. I will mute. Come and say that you don't know. I don't need to curse you. You don't need to curse me. Just come and answer that you don't know. Do you know about the samples being sent via DHL? Yes or no? So you don't know. Let's hear it now.
All right, let me come down for Bayo. I'm going to drop for Bayo.
Mr. Snapper, not verse, hold on, first, I beg it. You know what in the apple the justice from
now you are jumping to say, why did he say you was
Mr. Annie,
why don't you ask him why he said
Annie, hold on, sorry, hold on.
No verse.
This justice from Mohbad, it be like say, una want turn out to another thing. Because you guys will always keep this, una go always swallow some spit for inside mouth. When all the spit don't turn to blood, una go swallow some food for mouth. Say, I not go want talk this one. Whether or not they take oaths, when you guys are doing all those things, you guys will keep everything. Una will come and give you a small points. And at this one, until they scatter the justice for Mohbad. See, mama, see, you go spit everything come out. There's nothing even by your come up, you not come up. If you're not spit anything come out for this matter, all of you should go. You guys should stop. The church wait. Because I beg it. Because me, I don't verse now like this. You guys have to stop everything. This is how you guys keep this secret. There is that this one will come and crumble us, take money from us, run away. You guys will see come be keeping everything. They keep this will see come. What do you see? Wanna behave well. Now you might be in the mortuary, they rot they go. But like if they come and say this boy, they decompose, this guy they scatter, they go. Oh government say waste our time for how many months? They hand over give us. Una with una useless negative. See coin they use DNA. They respond DNA DNA will be say go take up to like 2 weeks. How many months before they go deliver? And they wish rich now. Come in, go better for all of now when take that money. Oh, go now go kill now. Now Mohbad go call off. Now if you not talk with the apple, buy your bingo. You go come up today. See, and you go talk with the apple. All of you go talk with the apple. When nobody just talk say this one. Una go talk. Una no visit Mohbad. But una go now do this boy Papa Mohbad. Now able to show Papa Mohbad name. This man doesn't know anything. Papa Mohbad doesn't know anything. He bring you guys to himself to know for him to help you. But you guys will get to destroy justice from Mohbad. Una go dey tell us all those kind of things. Una go dey keep story for ourselves. Una go boss man go come. He go talk say I will talk tomorrow. This one will come. I will talk for you. Madam, I go talk everything. What you do now? If you not talk enough now, I go drag all of you now. Go kill all of you now. I go tell you what you do for here now. What you do those one now?
Let me ask you a question, right?
This one make you talk a lot.
Hold on 1 minute.
No, what you do those one now? Una go keep this. Isa go rest. Una go toss one. Go rest. Una go toss one. Go rest. Isa go toss one. Go rest. When some the boy they decompose, they scatter for DSO. What did they do now? What did be all those scanty? Another person go see call tomorrow. You go see continue. Go see talk after you go rest. The reason that they saw hold before now they talk before now they die.
Oh, please hold on. Okay, my question is, I mean, to me, it should 1 minute. Yeah. Coco, 1 minute, please. I beg. Moderators, Biko, anti-justice. We hang for fence, please let me block them. The ones with me, I know, like Bismida.
Bismida. You people, I don't know why you're allowing Bismida to come to your platform.
Then, please, 1 minute.